Hey YouTube, this is the Build Brothers back again. Today's video is going to be a shorter one. It's just going to be TIG welding. These are mounts I made. These will get welded onto the roll bar. The racing harnesses bolt through that, and the racing harnesses I got came with these pieces. They're just little like bungs, if you want to call them that, and I cut these pieces out yesterday. I did it off camera just because, yeah, it takes a little while. But anyway, yeah, so today's video is just going to be a little bit of TIG welding and a little bit of information on how to TIG weld. I'm not a professional welder, but I am okay at TIG welding. So there's a lot of things to keep in mind when you're TIG welding. You want the metal to be as clean as you can possibly get it. TIG welding is very sensitive to dirt. If there's any dirt in the weld, it'll pop and foul up the tungsten on the tip of that. You have to make sure you have the gas argon flow on at the right flow rate for the nozzle that you have on. You have to make sure you're welding at the right amperage, and that's based on the thickness of metal. And yeah, it's not that hard once you understand the basics of it. But I already wiped everything down with acetone, and I'm just going to clamp these down one at a time and tack them in place, make sure they're all flush and neat, and then I'm going to go ahead and weld them so you guys can watch as I do this. Like I said, I'm not a professional welder, so if you guys notice me doing anything wrong or incorrectly, feel free to let me know. One other thing, I've seen a lot of it, carb cleaner or brake cleaner or anything like that is a bad idea to use unless you get non-chlorinated versions, because when those heat up, they create dangerous gases that will kill you or can kill you. Acetone doesn't create any harmful vapors when it burns, so that's why I use acetone. You can use alcohol too, rubbing alcohol, or isopropyl alcohol rather. Yeah, so I'm gonna start welding these and we'll go from there. That was kind of dumb, but it's not perfect, but it's definitely more than strong enough. Kind of got this stuck to it because I didn't realize it would melt. That is what a fouled tungsten looks like. If it'll ever focus. There we go. So if you can see the little ball on the end, you don't want that when you're welding steel. When you're welding aluminum, I believe that's normal. I have actually never welded aluminum yet, but when you're welding steel, some of the steel got on the tip of the tungsten and fouled it, which will make the arc wander all over the place, and you'll have to use a lot more heat to get it to melt properly. So what I have to do now is take this out and grind it. I use a specific grinding disc on an angle grinder, and I put this in the drill. A lot of people do it different ways, but that works for me, and then I just clean it off with acetone. I will be back once I regrind the tip. Alrighty, so I finished up regrinding the tip. Okay, whatever. You want to get it to a pretty fine point, as fine as you can get it, without any burrs on it. Burrs will make the arc not go where you want it to. But anyway, I'm gonna finish this up, finish welding these up, and we'll see where I'm at then. Yeah, so the zinc coating is causing a bit of an issue. If you see the yellow, that's I believe that's the zinc coating burning off. I didn't realize they were zinc coated, but yeah, it's welding. It's not the cleanest weld in the world, but it'll be strong enough. Again, there's quite a bit of the yellow deposits. That one's not too bad. Still the yellow zinc, but otherwise it's not that bad. Well, it's not focusing, but there we go. So I'll clean these up and then I'll show you where they're going to go on the roll bar. I measured that out previously, but I can show you everything. Yeah, so let's get over to that. Alright, so I have the roll bar set up here. I'm going to be MIG welding these just because it's easier and it's in a weird place, and TIG welding is a little bit of a pain in tight spaces. Plus MIG welding works perfectly fine. I just wanted to TIG weld the other ones because I haven't TIG welded in a while. But anyway, the seats, so I measured to center, which is right here, and then I measured to the seat mounts and the center of those, and then from that I used the center of the seat to find the location of the harnesses, and I basically measured it all, so these should line up nearly perfectly with the holes in the seats for the harnesses. And there will be a few inches of space between the back of the seat, which will be really close to this bar, and the part where they're mounted. I didn't want to mount those to this because I didn't want the seat being able to run into these and damage the back of the seat. So I actually added a separate bar. This bar will also sort of work as a rear strut tower brace because it mounts to the strut towers right here and symmetrically on the other side. But anyway, I'm going to line these up as closely as I can and tack weld them. And then when I'm done, I will do the other side and we'll see what it looks like. The plan for this roll bar is to paint it red and the rest of the car is going to be white. I had a YouTube channel before this one, and I'm gonna post a video on that channel telling everybody to come over here, but if you look at my other channel, it shows the plan I have for this car. I don't think I've actually showed that on this channel yet, but I will soon. But anyway, let's get to MIG welding these in place and go from there. Alrighty. welded pretty easily. I cleaned it up before I welded it, but yeah. I'm gonna do the other side, and then I'm gonna flip the whole thing upside down and do the tops of those as well. But yeah, I'll set it back up so you guys can watch me do the other side, and we'll do that. I'll be right back. All right, so I got the roll bar flipped over. These are the driver mounts. I'm gonna go ahead and scuff them up a little bit, and then I'll weld them, and then we'll do the other side. And I think that'll be the end of it for this video. So let's get to it. Instead of turning it around, I'm just going to just move the camera back a little bit, and we'll get those welded up. So let's get right to it. There's a little bit of spatter, but because of how clean the metal around it was, it's actually sticking pretty hard. But that'll be more than strong enough for my purposes. All right, so, yep, don't want to do that. So thank you guys for joining me again. In the next video, we will be sanding and primering that car, and then we'll start body work on it. So I'll see you guys in the next one.